Football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and this is what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Third here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Newton. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chavez. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. There's Newton. He finds his man complete. It's Chavez. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. First and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back to Taylor on first down. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Fields' throw here taken in by Ingram. A gain of 6 there on first. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd and 9, Newton.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap, Fields. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, a run with Dalvin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw, Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on second down. Newton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. To throw is Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Chavez. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Jacksonville.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Here's Fields. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now it's Fields. Touchdown, Jaguars! With a 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And here now come the Falcons. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Newton's throw there hauled in by Claypool.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Newton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fields on 1st down. Out quickly to Judy. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They'll run it here with Bowden.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Fields throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Flushed out right.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a hold to avoid the contact.
He'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Len Bowden,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars continue to look good here in the 1st half of this Super Bowl. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
touchdown pass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinney decides against returning it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chavez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Newton.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Got his man complete over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st down, Newton. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good to this point. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Fields gets this quickly to Ingram.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's He's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now following the interception, here's Newton. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Cam's throw there complete to Ruggs.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Newton on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points didn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And it's been the passing game that's gotten them to where they are, 2 quarters away from a possible Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that. Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They run with Bowden.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 29, Newton into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Newton.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On second down, it's Taylor.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Taylor.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jonathan Taylor
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Falcons have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. Cam looking to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's out right at the 25.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
On first down, Fields.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing is Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Falcons are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes his field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
an incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked
picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On first down, it's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Chavez. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Newton on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again is Newton.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On first down, Newton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Breaks through the contact. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now,
touchdown Falcons! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Fields throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Fields on first down.
Evan Ingram. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Now a first down throw. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A.J. Brown, 33 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. And it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Thank you.